Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you, sincere Akim. This video I want to get into the topic of reincarnation and just basically break down how everyone's reincarnated into their lot, their appointed lot, every lifetime, alright? So I'm going to start here, Exodus 20 and 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Okay, so the point of this, which I'll read again, is this: for I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation. Now, why does this happen? Because everyone is reincarnated. Okay, no one is subject to the sins of their fathers, and I'm going to bring out this scripture to prove my point. Alright, everyone on this earth is reincarnated back into their lot. This is Ezekiel 18 and 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. Okay? So for that to happen, that would mean that the son that comes in the third or fourth generation is a reincarnated forefather of that line being appointed to that judgment. Okay? That's why we have this clear and cut example in the book of John to back up that, right? So now this is John 9. So this reads, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Now this shows you that the apostles, disciples at the time, had an understanding of reincarnation, that it wasn't in fact the man that sinned. Well, they inquired, how was it this man or his parents that sinned in a past life for him to be born blind? They understood the law that he's, he, for him to be born in such a lot, there would have had to be a judgment to play out, because it tells you that in the book of Ecclesiastes, you saw under the sun a place of judgment. Okay, and everything happens. There's no new thing under the sun. Everything comes in cycles, man. All right. So the reason why I bring out these scriptures is basically to back up the point that John the Baptist, when he came back in his lot all over again. Okay, it tells you in 1 Corinthians 14 and 32 that the Spirit. So, with that being the case, John the Baptist came back in his lot at this day and age. Well, this day and age, Slovakia, this day and age, but also in a time, during the time of John the Baptist, as it was prophesied of him. So this is Matthew 11 and 10. For this is he whom it was written, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Okay, and that was a quote from Isaiah 40 and 3, where it was speaking of John the Baptist preparing the way for the Lord. Okay, and he did that then, as John the Baptist, and he also done it presently in this day and age, in the time of the 1970s as Abba Bivens, all right, preparing the way and turning the hearts of the children back to the Father. Okay, verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there have not risen a greater than John the Baptist, notwithstanding he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. All right. Okay, John the Baptist, or the spirit of Elijah, the greatest prophet to preach, save you know, Yahushua being the number one guy, spirit. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence. Okay, so it's saying from the time of going back to John the Baptist till now, they're suffering violence, and the violent take it by force. Who's the violent? The Romans at that time were taking it by force. They were the ones that were over the kingdom of heaven, being, as it was told, the kingdom of heaven is within you, being the children of Israel. They are the kingdom of heaven. That's in Revelations, the 21st chapter, that came down from heaven. Okay, and the violence were taking it by force, by taking basically our freedom from us, man, and subjugating us to slavery. For all the prophets of the Lord prophesied until John, and if you will receive it, this is Elias or Elijah, which was for to come, in accordance with the prophecy in Malachi 4, which I'll read. Actually, first, I want to actually move forward, then read the point. So this is, I'll get the reiteration, that, you know, in case you missed it, the Lord's going to say it again, because the disciples at the time, it went over their head the first time, but he had to re-establish that point with them. So this is Matthew 17 and 10, and his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elijah truly shall first come and restore all things. Okay? So they were inquiring, why did the scribes say that Elijah must first come? Because the scribes knew the prophecy in Malachi. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. And that's talking about the time that we spoke of that happened prior, during the time of John, Salakia, Abba Bivens, okay? And he restored all things, he turned, you know, gave us back our heritage. Verse 12, but I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Okay? What did they do? They had his head put in a charger. Okay? Basically, he got his head cut off. And Yahushua explained that the same thing would happen to him. He would suffer at the hands of them as well. Right? Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So that's when they got the understanding that John the Baptist was the voice in the wilderness. But this shows you that, because it's dealing with William Bell, man. He's the one trying to prove that Elijah basically came already and restored the kingdom. But we ain't in no kingdom right now, man. You fucking crazy, man. If this the kingdom, man, I gotta kill myself right now, man, because this ain't no kingdom. This is Esau's rulership. That's what this is. This ain't the kingdom of heaven. If this was the kingdom of heaven, half the shit that's going on in this place wouldn't be running, man. And you would know who the 12 tribes of Israel are. That would have been established. And Edom would have been destroyed. That would have been indicated, you know, with Edom's destruction and the kingdom where Yahushua is sitting on the throne forever. Okay, so this is Malachi 4 and 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Okay, and that happened back then. Okay, but the Lord's day wasn't that time. As it tells you in Acts, the first chapter, man. He said he'll come back in the same when he left. And it tells you in Revelations 1 and 7 that he come for those that pierce him, all people shall well because of him. That didn't happen back then, man. There was chariot science during the 70 AD, but nothing to the level of what is prophesied to come in 2nd Ezra 13, in the book of Revelation, and many other scriptures. Okay? And you shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers. These are coming to smite the earth with a curse. Okay, and that's what happened right now. The hearts of the children will be turned to their fathers, and likewise. But the curse hasn't come yet, which is on its way, man, which is the destruction of this kingdom. Alright? So I want to finish on this scripture, because look, that I've clearly shown you that John the Baptist was Elijah, and he came back in this day and age as well. Okay, these are scripture, man. Because this is in tune. You have a shadow in the Baptist, but this is something that was asked John 1 and 21, and they asked him, what then art thou, Elias? And he saith, I am not. Art thou that prophet? And he answered, no. Okay, so he said that he wasn't Elijah because it reigned true to scripture. Because come back, there's no remembrance of former things. Um, Bear with me one moment. That's scripture slipped my mind. Um, okay. Slovakia 1:11. So I'll read this and this will finish. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and now. And it's talking about everything, man, under the earth. Okay, everything that's been before shall be again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. There is no new thing under the sun. Ain't we underneath the sun? There's no new thing. The spirits, we're spirits that are sent down into this earth. Okay, these chains of darkness. And we're not a new thing under the sun. We've been here in previous lifetimes. But this is this is how the Lord plays it out. Is there anything therefore it may be said, see this is new, it have been already of old time, which was before us. Okay? There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of that are to come with those that shall come after. Okay, so basically this is saying about the judgment. When you come in this lifetime, your memory is set to this lifetime. Okay? There's no remembrance of things that your past life or the judgment that you're told before you came down on this earth. Okay, that's why John the Baptist said what he said. He was reigning true to the scriptures. Although he went off because he was John the Baptist. Okay, so I pray that you edified with this lesson, man. And I'd like to say shalom.